Hello, Lance. Thanks for joining us and the Sustainable Procurement Pledge Ambassadors Group. Please introduce yourself.
Hey Oliver, great to be here. Thanks for having me. So my name is Lance Younger. I run ProcureTech, which is a software business which is concentrating on basically accelerating the future of digital procurement. Before that, did a few different things, both in industry, consulting, and software as well. Always in procurement, always transformation, always building teams with people like Goldman Sachs, Deloitte, Boston Consulting Group, Nokia, Dyson, HSBC, and others.
And what does sustainable procurement mean to you?
It's a great question. What does it mean to me? For me, the important thing is that procurement have got such a fundamental role to play in the triple bottom line. We all know about the triple bottom line, but I think that people often forget the fact that procurement can influence all elements of it as well. The other important thing for me is that by de facto, procurement tends to have the right mindset and the right ambition to influence sustainable procurement. And we've got the right core processes to make those changes happen. Importantly, I think and I believe that we need to act now and use those tools in the right time and the right order and the right sequence, together with everything that works around it.
Couldn't agree more. And so, what would be sort of two or three recommendations for those in procurement who are thinking about how they can use technology or digital solutions to enable sustainability in their ways of working?
Yeah, I think as with all these things, I think you need to step back and need to really look at what is your sustainable procurement strategy, and within that, create a plan. And I often work with people and just say, well, first of all, you decide what the regulatory requirements, what's the minimum you need to do. The second thing is then to look at, well, what are you going to do to compete? What are you going to do to be, more competitive in the marketplace and with your supply chain? And the final thing is, what are you going to lead in? What are you going to be differentiated by? And that in itself is very important, not just because of what you're going to be best at, but also what you're not going to do as well. Once you've established that, then it makes it easier to understand what you're going to do with digital procurement. And you can normally look at it from two perspectives within there. The first is what you're going to do with your core applications. So you've got Oracle, you've got Ariba, you've got Coupa, core applications looking at sourcing and contract management. What can you do to change the way you go through an auctioning process with different requirements? What do you do from a contracting perspective? What do you do with your risk management procedures? And then the second thing is the differentiation and the use of niche or best of breed solutions to augment the things that are really important for you. So that might be putting in place a blockchain solution to make sure you've got the right provenance in place. It might be the application of a certain bit of AI to analyze data in a certain way from different sources. It might be mobile technology, so you can access geospatial information. But all of these niche solutions will fit around your core application to create a digital platform. The other thing which is exciting about digitalization of things at the minute is you can act fast. And that for me is important. Yes, think big, but act fast, scale fast as well. And with a lot of the new technologies, they're all there now. It's just a matter of how quickly you put them in place. And personally, I'm excited about where procurement's at and the fact we actually need to act now and act fast.
Excellent, Lance. Wise words indeed. Thank you very much.
Right. Thanks, Oliver.